New power alignments in China push Trump to reset trade, talks with India. The recent gathering in China, where Russian President Vladimir Putin, Chinese President Xi Jinping, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi stood together, has sent ripples through global politics. This symbolic moment not only worried Western capitals but also triggered a swift shift in U.S. policy toward India. Washington's initial reaction: harsh words and pressure. Immediately after the China summit, U.S. President Donald Trump reacted sharply on social media, saying, "Looks like we've lost India and Russia to deepest, darkest China." This statement reflected Washington's deep concern over India's growing proximity to Beijing and Moscow. Prior to this, Trump had slapped tariffs of up to 50% on Indian imports, including additional penalties over India's continued oil purchases from Russia. A sudden change of tone. Surprisingly, just a few days later, President Trump softened his stance and announced that he would soon speak with Prime Minister Modi to revive trade talks and resolve outstanding issues. Trump expressed optimism, saying, "I feel certain that there will be no difficulty in coming to a successful conclusion for both of our great countries." Prime Minister Modi welcomed the move, calling the US and India close friends and natural partners, and said that negotiating teams were working to conclude discussions as soon as possible. Pressure or strategy? Analysts believe this dramatic shift is no coincidence. The optics of India standing shoulder to shoulder with China and Russia in Beijing alarmed Washington. There is growing fear that if India deepens its ties with this emerging bloc, the US could lose significant influence in Asia. By reopening the door to negotiations, Trump is trying to keep India from drifting further away. India's diplomatic win India has successfully demonstrated its strategic autonomy by maintaining ties with Russia and China while simultaneously bringing Washington back to the negotiating table. New Delhi has secured a major diplomatic victory. What lies ahead? If the renewed talks succeed, US-India trade relations could enter a new era of cooperation, benefiting both sides. However, if Washington reverts to its earlier confrontational stance, India may double down on its partnerships with China and Russia, creating even bigger challenges for the US and the region.